I'm going to try to do this video that we all understand. Maybe it'll help you out. But it's not going to be the American Standard Champion Toilet Flush Valve 4-inch that I'm putting in. I'm going to be putting in a new flush. And it's going to take a little longer to get. But 10 days or less, American Standard stood behind their guarantee of 10 years for the 42/15 bowl. And here we are. I want to bring your attention into the bowl. No, it's not dirty. I made sure it's nice and clean so I could show you. American Standard. I hope you're watching this video that many consumer people like us are out there trying to figure out why always for me over here I have running water. As you can see, a real nice close-up, 6 inches or less, the water is running. If you need to know your model, it's located over here. You need to take your cover off and carefully place it somewhere safe. Right over here is 4215, A is in alpha. As you can see the number, you can see where the water line's really supposed to be and how low it went down. And we're running water into the main bowl from the tank. Every few seconds, you're going to see the waste of water as it just refilled. I thought by placing a weight would help make a suction on there. And it is pretty much suctioned on. I'm going to lift up. A long hole flushes the water, 1.2 gallons. Let go and refills. I'm not going to make you sit here and wait for the refill. Over here is always the leaking water. So putting silicone covering up is not your answer. This time I got the water to stop just like that. It's not running into the tank. Maybe the weight did the trick again. Maybe you have to trick it by lifting up and closing down quickly. Or simply order on Amazon or go to Lowe's, Home Depot. For the same amount of price, the same day, you could get a Fluid Master washer ring. In this Champion kit, when I opened it up, I was surprised to see what I got. This is the part I complained about, how cheaply it's made, and I'll explain to you in a few seconds. As I lift everything out, I get the socket wrench in plastic, which is a nice thought, so I don't have to use a large monkey wrench or a channel locks. Rubber band onto the shaft is the flapper that we're going to be removing, and this is the nut underneath that we need to take off from the bulb. And they also given me this kit that goes between the tank and the bowl because it needs to be replaced as well. So yeah, American Standard did mighty fine by sending me the part, but they didn't send me any extra washers. So I'm going to have to remove the flapper. I don't need to put this large diameter in height flush valve in. I want to be able to get more water in, and there is a solution out there on the market. It's called New Flush. It's a lot more money than getting this part, 2.5 times more money. And I'm waiting for that part to come in. But I'm going to be changing out the top flapper that basically just floats in midair. And if it catches the wrong way, on an angle like so, and then it has to adjust, it may leak again. So I don't want this to be off-centered. Why can they not make a better flapper in today's time? Put a lot of weight on it so it pushes down on the actual valve. Oh, I know you won't be able to flush the plastic handle that they've given you inside the tank. If you take a nice look how everything closes in there, That's the way it should be. But I'm not going to be doing a video of repairing this toilet with the new flush until it comes. So this is a part 1 of the video. You have to go to part 2 to see it. But what I am going to be doing is taking this top flapper out in person by holding the stem here, which is a lot easier to do this way than in there. I'm going to simply turn this so it spins off and removes, and simply replace the part that we cannot get in the store or online at American Standard, which this is a newer part than an older part. While I got it out, you can see here's one area of interest made of plastic, 2, 3, and 4. There's a blue locking mechanism. In order to take this off to replace it, it doesn't come off unless you now pull it off entirely to replace the nice wide washer. And then the new part goes on. But this is the old part that they give you, and it goes on one way. And you can see that I'm having a little difficulty snapping it on unless I force it on. I'd rather put the newer part that's on that we all should be getting. You hear it snap. You hear it's twisted. It's a little loose. And you want to make sure that you match blue for blue. And everything is now locked on. I'm going to the tank to put this on. So here I am. This is the weight. You can shut your water off if you want. You take the weight that you put on off. It's not needed for now. And you grab the piece and you hold it and you spin it off. This should take you no more than a minute's time to do. And you simply grab the new piece, you slide it over, take your time, don't rush, and feel for the threaded bolt that's inside there and spin on. I'm having a little difficulty right now, but there it is, spinning on. I want to feel it snap into place. I close it. I don't need the rubber band. And I simply put on the piece, lock it in, and my rubber band's on the bottom, lost. So I am going to lift, close, and wait for it to fill now. My important part is that line back there to stay up there. And watching if the water is going to be over here. And showing you the old part in the Fluid Master and how this thing stayed on. That it snaps off just like that. This washer is still good. Nothing wrong with it. But this piece here with all these little plastic knobs is basically broken off. And this is the old-fashioned way of doing it. You have to make sure you get the washer on here. Snap this over, blue for blue. Feel for the snap. And twist. And it's so difficult when you have wet hands that you miss the part, that you can't grab it to do the work. But it is close, and over time, this will come off. And that was our problem, having this part here meet the green defective. All this area could have weight added on. So this way, I add a little weight that pushes down. I want to put more weight on here so I know I'm locked in and then cocked. This is where my water is not dripping right now. But later on, and over here, I'm at my fill line. And later on, depending on how many flushes we do, I want to see if I'm going to be leaking water, gallons at a time. So as we're refilling, it's taking its time to fill the bowl up. It hits its mark in about a couple of seconds, and no leaks for now. Oh, I won't buy another American Standard ever in my life. Parts are hard to get, to replace. Any 4-inch part can be put in. I could put a cola part in. I have to work on this by shutting my water off, pulling it out, taking the 2 bolts out, taking the tank out to the side, and just simply swapping parts out if I could find them online. I'm not buying the new flush because it sits lower. I'm getting a new flush because hearing everybody else saying it is a better part and resolve their problem of American Standard. I don't know if this is going to resolve my problem, and I have to see down the road if it will be cured. And now I got a new part. I got a wide washer put in. I got extra parts I could put away. And I saved myself time instead of changing out the whole unit, and it's all done. If this video has helped me out to help you out, I hope it made some sense that, hey, this is an outdated 4215A on the market that is still sold at Lowe's and Best Buy. You are to look inside to make sure you got an updated toilet, but that still may not resolve the constant leaking of water. A new design should be made for once and for all, especially when we are out to conserve water. Oh, I wasted so many flushes in this video. Now I won't waste any more. Thank you for your time and for viewing. I am Fish. I don't know it all, but I am a jack of all trades and I could simply do the repair if put in front of me. And on that note, thank you for viewing. Show some love and have a great day. We don't need people like you that don't know what's happening. You just come here and you just do whatever. But there you are. Champion American Standard can be found online, and I hope it helps you out.